Hey guys, welcome back to Human No Resource. We're doing Love is Blind, episode 10, and the title is, spare me.
Please.
Spare me the drama.
Sometimes I forget the two episodes are connected, episode 9 and 10, because we left off with David saying, yeah, I'm not going to show you my friends nor my sister. And she goes, okay, you can just whatever, go out and hang with them. That's exactly what he did. He went
and hanged out.
leaving Lauren frustrated in the apartment all day long, thinking about how the hell am I not ready for marriage? Yet you're the one out here in these streets. Because he was bar hopping. Was he bar hopping?
Yeah, it definitely was bar hopping, yes.
And then he had the audacity to text her 3 a.m. in the morning, how late and irresponsible, to tell her, I'm just going to stay in my apartment tonight. Sorry, babes.
He is a goddamn.
And Lauren, my God, you're just constantly reminding us how you're an only child, talking to us about how you love him and that we can get there. What?
Okay, my question to you, Lauren, do you like the idea of marriage or you actually love this man? Because there's nothing to like about him. There's nothing to love about him.
And then the audacity, he came back very late, like 2 p.m., strolling in, and then he asked her, so how was your yesterday? What are you talking about? You don't see these dark circles?
Why did he show up in the morning? You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And she tells him, like, I had a really rough night, okay? I was just in my feelings, whatever. And the whole time, guys, he was looking at his nails and flickering them too. And it was like, yeah, So, sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, girl, why you didn't go out too? Like, why are you crying for this man?
Well, we find out that she actually went to go hang out with her parents.
Okay, good.
Like, look how responsible that is, eh? She didn't go and
She wanted to be in a safe place.
She didn't go to cycling class. She didn't go downtown and zip it and zoo
I
it.
would have.
Or my petty girls ad, go to the same club he is. You know what I mean? You know?
Ooh! Found you! I found you!
Anyways, it was so bad for our girl Lauren. Like, she wasn't taking the hints. She was talking about problem solving. The whole time I was looking at her thinking, you talk too much. Guys, a guy will say you talk too much when he's not interested in you.
Absolutely.
Well, he didn't say it, but like you can just see it from his face. Like he's looking at his nails, flickering, and I'm saying, and he goes, oh, by the way, I saw Molly at the pub or whatever, the club, whatever they were at.
Molly?
But I didn't engage. See how responsible I was?
So you're bringing up her name when we're having a serious conversation?
Yeah.
Molly? Okay.
I have no filter on. Now we're getting into Joey and Monica brought her sister. I'm like, that's very bold of you. I thought we got rid of your sister. But now I know why. Her sister is gifted in photography.
Fantastic. She's great, you guys. I'm thinking, girl, do you want to take pictures of me?
Literally, I was like, where does she live again? Minneapolis. Okay, that's not happening anytime
That's
soon. But then again, Monica's smart. She getting free photo shoot from her sister.
And also her sister is bonding with her fiance. So it's a win-win.
And Monica brought up to her sister, you were very skeptical about my man. What is that about? And she said, listen, you brought a rando to the house engaged. Like, you came into the house engaged. And I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Plus, she's the older sister, so she's protective of her little sister. So that makes sense. But, girl, you can't forget that you said that you thought you were going to be married before her. That is jealousy.
Guys, check our previous video. We did a huge assessment on it, okay?
It's like you wanted to punch her.
No,
Okay.
because it was so crazy. We had to literally iron it out.
Yeah, and I like how it was brought up that aside from the experience, what were you worried about? Now, her sister said, the fact that we are nappers, me and my sister, and you have high energy. And I was like, you know what? I liked what Joey said. He said, yeah, I do have high energy, but I do have intelligent conversations with your sister. I was going to say daughter. With your sister.
But she said, my guard was up, but after watching you guys as I was taking the photos, I noticed you guys weren't listening to me because you were really into each other. And for me, that's a great sign that you guys are committed with each other. So it looks like she's co-signing. I love how he was like, are we good with each other? Can y'all actually hug finally? And it was...
That was normal. No, that was normal. Do we hug Selma?
No, but he's noticing something in terms like he knows the sister's dynamic. It's not really good to give that type of authority to a guy that you really don't know as much as you know your sibling. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's very scary. It's like, because he could weaponize it if he wants to.
Well, do you think Monica is really saying a lot behind the scenes?
100%. It's going to backfire on her because I have this rule in my life. Your family drama, I'm talking with the people that we share blood with, shouldn't go outside the house. I feel like you keep your family drama in the house.
Of course.
And as much as you love your girlfriends and you love your boyfriend, all that stuff, unless they didn't marry you, they shouldn't know your dramas like that. And even if they are married to you, I believe when you're married, you and your husband should sometimes keep your issues to yourselves, and you and your family matters should keep their... That's what I believe. I'm sorry, because that cross-contamination could be crazy sometimes.
How about that idea that your friends could be your new family?
I believe everybody has their own respected categories.
Of course.
Like, stop this whole thing. My best friend is my family, all that stuff. Your best friend is your best friend. Mm-hmm. Your husband is not your best friend. Your husband is your husband. It's a respected category in itself. Yes, it comprises other things like loyalty, love, friendship, and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But the category is a husband, period.
I have other ideas.
Yeah, you and I never align on this.
So after that, we have Ben and Sarah, and they're in a cafe drinking some, coffee, tea. I don't know what they like.
Cafeing.
Yeah, I love a good cafe.
We love to do that. Guys, if you see us in a cafe, come chill.
Yeah. Anyways, they bring up the whole video that is going around social media where there's a woman claiming that she had a horrible experience with Ben 4 years ago. We're talking about 4 years ago. So you guys check our previous video. I do mention if he didn't essay or hit her or something like that, how bad is it? You know what I mean? 4 years ago, and he doesn't remember. Now, yesterday, he made a video talking about the situation, and he does say that the woman is backtracking her video. Yeah, she's backtracking.
You think he got to her?
I don't think so, but like in our previous video, I do say that she really didn't say anything. So
You think she was looking for clout?
I think so. At this point, yes.
But he does admit in the video, I've changed a lot since that time. So,
of course, he found Jesus, he found God.
But I'm curious to know, how was he moving back then? Okay, mark my words now. I feel like Ben is a student of Love is Blind because the way he is speaking, the way he's treating Sarah, the way he's enthusiastic, I feel like he's trying to be the perfect character on Love is Blind. So when he drops her at the altar, nobody has anything bad to say about him. You guys have any receipts or any evidence?
Someone, come on.
What? He let her on?
If he drops her tomorrow...
Explain that.
We're all going to say he's a horrible guy.
He's very express story. He said, I love you and all that stuff. I can't wait to marry all that stuff.
But to say all of that, then after later on, pull out 180 and say that, I don't want to marry you anymore.
Just come ready with the receipts, okay? I would love to hear your arguments. So now we're getting into Virginia and Devon, and they're at some kind of an eatery, and then we end up seeing Virginia's mom. Her mother was like so wholesome, just your casual mom. The question she asked Devon, though, they're very related to her experience, okay?
Yes.
She comes from a divorce background, so all the questions she was asking was commitment-based.
Of course.
However, when you compare it to Devon's family and the questions they were asking him, it wasn't much about commitment-based because, again, they're married forever, his parents. It was more about, like, responsibility and allocating, like, long-term decisions, right? Who's going to stay here, finance, stuff like that. So I was like, very interesting, right? How the backgrounds you come from can sometimes, affect your future, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I found it very fascinating. Yeah. Anyways, Virginia was very calm. Like, I can see.
Like, every time I look at her, you guys, I fall asleep. I'm sorry. Like they seem very adorable, but I don't know. There's something's missing. There's no salt. There's no passion. There's no, fire.
Pull.
Yes.
Something's missing.
It's like they're settling. So after that, we have Lauren and David, and they're meeting up with Lauren's mom for the very first time. Yes. Now, Lauren's mom asked him, what made you want to do this whole experiment? And he said, well, all my friends are having kids, and I want to have kids too.
Wait a minute. There's a step missing.
Like proposal, marriage, all of that.
You should have went to a fertility clinic then. What are you doing on Love is Blind? Like, what is wrong with you?
Like, I really want to slap him. Every time he talks, I want to slap him. Yeah. Yeah, and there's another thing that she also asked, like, why your sister is scared to, because apparently your sister is a thing, David. What your sister is scared of. And after you said, my sister is scared if I got with a woman who wanted to be on television.
Wait a minute. That's you.
That's you, David.
You want to be on television.
David.
He doesn't hear himself.
He doesn't.
And I like how Lauren was like, listen, like, I get it. We're Midwest people. This is not a thing. This is not normal to us. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm here. I'm trying to work it out. My God, Lauren, I can clearly see you chatted with your mom and you told her, Mama, by any necessary means, vouch for me. But if I was Lauren's mama and I was there and I just assessed the environment, I would be like, sorry, baby, I'm going against what you just taught me. I don't like this guy.
Thank you.
He has to go.
Yes, because I feel like this guy, first of all, how come we didn't meet your parents yet? How come we didn't even meet your god sister? And so they're special, but her mom made the effort to be here.
Yeah. Even Lauren, sometimes you're delusional. like, you should have protected your family
Yeah.
from meeting this guy.
Yes.
Because your family is very important as well. But, like, you're treating them very cheaply at this point,
Yeah,
you know?
so you're not respecting yourself, and you're not respecting your family.
I'm learning something about you too, Lauren, okay? This David, we all know exactly who he is. But you...
He's for the streets, okay? We already knew he was for the streets. And how dare you say to her that she's not cute?
Because he's trying to be slick. The mother said, oh, my daughter is boring. I get you what you're trying to do, because he's probably telling everybody Lauren is like a high maintenance. Is she out there cycling and like clubbing, all that stuff, and sleeping
Super
around? Yeah, and she's saying, no, my daughter's boring. I'm going to tone her down for you. And then he added a comment in there, and not cute as well. That's a little confession right there.
Arrest him!
So now we're getting into what I consider an unexpected conflict.
Yes.
Okay? Ben and Sarah meet up with Sarah's sister and her partner at some kind of a cool restaurant. And I noticed immediately, without them taking the time to get to know Ben and like his family and anything, they jumped right into the issue, which is the LGBT community. And I want to make this very clear. Her sister and her partner are the ones that are gay, not Sarah and Ben, even though there is a relationship that Sarah has with the community, but that's not the governing issue in her life. Because I feel like the whole time Ben and Sarah were explaining how they get each other, they're aligning, they're willing to compromise with each other, and it looks like it's working.
Yes.
But for Sarah's sister and her partner,
Especially the partner.
I feel like her partner hates men.
Yeah. So you took the words out of my mouth.
Sorry.
You took the. I was gonna say that. And it comes down to, who is Sarah?
Yeah.
I feel like you don't have your own opinion. I feel like her sister and her partner molded her in a certain way that she was just repeating what they would say.
They're talking
right,
points,
and
yeah.
now she's in this relationship and she's kind of changing her perspective a little bit.
Yeah. Willing to go to church, you
yeah.
know, if they're accepting of the LGBT community.
Exactly.
And then even her sister's partner jumped in. What do you mean accepting? And then she had to cool the girl down. Like, oh, I don't mean accepting. I just mean if they're tolerant.
Yeah, she's stepping on some glass.
Yeah. And another note before I forget, like even Sarah said, like, I hope we get your guys' blessing. And one of them jumped up and said, what blessing are you talking about? Like,
it's just a traditional thing.
It's
okay?
like,
usually the man gets the blessing from the father. This is a little bit more modernized, right?
Yeah.
She's asking your blessing. She's asking her sister for her blessing. That's it.
the way I felt it is it's like they were afraid of losing their student.
Exactly.
And that is not fair at all, because I feel like Sarah is very tolerant of a lot of community.
Yes.
Hell, I feel like she's tolerant with us too.
All right. Yes.
I'm just
Hi,
saying.
Sarah.
You want to come to the mosque? It's like, no, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
She seems like a very down
Very
to earth,
open-minded.
She said, cup half full, zest for life. I'm feeling it, friend. Okay?
We're
But
definitely feeling
I don't feel like your sister and her partner are tolerant.
Yeah, they seem a little bit close-minded.
Get to know the guy. I wish they put everything to the side and they get to know the guy for who he is.
Yeah.
Because he said it. He said, I'm very understanding, I'm very tolerant and all that stuff. But I don't know. I didn't enjoy that conversation at all. I felt sorry for Sarah. Honestly, I felt sorry for her.
Now, guys, we're at the beginning of the climax between Lauren and David. Now, she tells him, remember in Honduras when you told me to hold you accountable because you would usually fall back on people's opinion?
Yeah. And then he said, but I wasn't expecting to get what I got.
Ooh, this guy.
I wasn't expecting what I got. That's what you want to say? Guys, we're going to take the fight to episode 11, all right? So please like and subscribe to our channel. We're going to see you in the next video.
And bye now.